Hello and welcome to the ProjectFalconPunch Top 5 of 2017 Games list. I'm your host Dan, and today's video is with Liam. That is Liam Robertson of Unseen64 and Did You Know Gaming fame. But he's not actually here today because we recorded this as a podcast over a month ago now, and we never did an intro specifically for this type of video because he actually did a top 10 on his podcast with myself. I know Liam won't like me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I highly recommend going over to his Patreon and supporting him for just $1 a month, and you'll get a bunch of podcasts. I'm on there occasionally, and he's kindly let me use this audio for this video. But without further ado, we're just going to go straight into his number 5 spot. So Liam, take it away.
Number 5, another big surprise actually, is Graceful Explosion Machine, which, yeah, I put this pretty high up because I loved it. I thought it was a wonderful... It's like an arcade shoot 'em up where you move around horizontally. Very fun. It's all based around switching between different weapons and building up a combo, you know, keeping your multiplier going to build a huge score. And I just obsessed over this game. I obsessed with getting as high as I could on the leaderboards. One thing that bears mentioning actually is that it used HD rumble so well. Like, it can indicate like where the explosions are happening through the HD rumble on the screen. I thought that was really cool. Not a lot of games really used HD rumble this year, I think. But I felt like, yeah, that was great use of the technology. The art was really nice, really colourful. Yeah, it's a really fun, simple arcade shoot 'em up. And I think more people should try it out, honestly. It hasn't had a huge following, but those who have played it seem to really like it, myself included. I thought it was one of the best games I've played this year. It was super fun. So number 4, I've got Sonic Mania. Yeah, so Sonic Mania, we've talked about a lot on this podcast. But yeah, I think you and I are in agreement here, Dan. We both love this game. It feels like Sonic's back. We finally have a team that recaptured the essence of Sonic. What made me like it, really? You've got the multiple playable characters. All the levels feel distinct. They've got unique gimmicks. The music is fucking awesome. The bosses are great in this game. So many surprises, like the Puyo Puyo bits where you do that. Yeah, the robotic beam machine. It's just full of great surprises like that, and it's the first time I've played a Sonic game in a long time where I was like, God, I've missed this. It's so nice to have a good Sonic game for the first time in years, and playing this on my Switch, it was so fun. And
what would you say is your favourite like zone that you have?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I really liked Studiopolis. I thought that was wonderful. I really liked, actually, Hydrocity Zone. I thought the music in that was great. I mean, I know it is a remixed version of a existing song. The few fully original stages that you do get are amazing, and I really want to see some more. Like, I hope they just let them do whatever they want next.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see a Sonic Mania 2 and have it basically just all new stages. As much as I love the old retro stuff, like, for me, the best stages in that game were the new stuff.
Yeah. I love Studiopolis. And was it Steam Gardens or Press Gardens?
Press Gardens, yeah.
Yeah, with the cherry blossoms flying about. Thought that was amazing. So it's nice to have Sonic back in a game where we didn't regress in features. You've got Knuckles and Tails in there. Yeah, I fucking loved it.
Just ignore that there was another Sonic game this year.
Yeah, I haven't played Sonic Forces. I'm interested in playing it. I want to play it at some point. Like, maybe I'll like it more than some people have. Like, I think there's some interesting stuff going on now with the OC creator. But yeah, what I played of it I didn't really like. But I'm willing to give it a chance. Alright, so number 3, I've got SteamWorld Dig 2.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I love this game. I was just fucking addicted to it. It's like I was compulsively addicted to exploring this world. I thought the traversal in this game was really fun. Using that like zip wire mechanic that you get. You know what I mean? What's it called? Like the thing where you shoot it out and you like zip along.
Grapple hook thing? Is it that?
Yeah, it's like a grapple hook. I thought that was a really nice kind of innovation upon the original SteamWorld. The controls in this game are so spot on. It controls like just smooth as butter over that frame rate. It looks amazing on the Switch screen. Yeah, I loved everything about this game. Even the story I thought was much more interesting than the last one. Have you finished it now?
I got to the final boss, and I'll be honest, I kind of gave up. I got really frustrated with it, but that
Oh,
was the
really?
one. Yeah, I couldn't. I tried about 5 times in a row, and I didn't even get down to like a quarter of its health, so I just sort of put it down. I've not picked it up again since.
All right,
But the rest of the game I love, but I got stressed quite badly on that boss. Like, oh, I'm going to put it down for a minute, I'll come back to it.
No, that's fair enough. But yeah, I thought it was just really well designed, really fun, almost Metroidvania-ish. But with enough unique elements to, feel like its own game.
It was definitely more Metroidvania than the first game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I thought it was just so polished, so well done. You should go back to it. You should see the ending, because the ending is pretty crazy what they do, actually.
Oh, okay. I saw the bit with Rusty, and I was like, oh, Rusty, no, there you are.
Yeah, I'd recommend SteamWorld Dig 2. Definitely deserves more love. Anyway, number 2. I kind of struggled a bit between my number 1 and number 2, but I think this is the right spot for it. I've got Super Mario Odyssey as my number 2. I did love it, and I did consider at times making it my number 2. My number 1. But that's no skin off its back. It's still a wonderful game. That's a testament to how great this year has been, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's been just one amazing game after the other. Mario Odyssey is a really neat shake-up of that series. I think that the mechanics, the hat capture thing is really fun, opens up lots of new possibilities. I think this is Mario's best moveset in any Mario game, to be honest. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Doing the hat jump thing where you throw your hat and you can gain a bit of extra air, like that's really great for like speed runs.
When you get that down of like throwing the hat, jumping off of it, throwing it again, then diving, and then you get that like sort of that cool momentum going, it's so satisfying to pull off.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of nuance to that kind of thing, and it's Mario's biggest repertoire ever, and it feels really great. I love, exploring this world. Each kingdom feels like somewhere you'd want to live, like especially New Donk City. Every world feels like a lived-in place, like surprisingly for like a Mario game. I just had so much fun. Probably the ending is my favorite moment of the year in all of games, to be honest. I thought that was wonderful. The music, amazing, and it looks great, and it runs at a solid 60 frames somehow. Like, it looks amazing, and the fact that it runs that well is just the cherry on top. So I love Mario Odyssey, but my number 1, and I think this has been set all year pretty much, is Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I just thought, this is like seriously such a magical game. I've not felt this sense of just like childlike wonder in a game in so many years. The sense of exploration is so vivid and well realized. The open world level design, it completely respects your intelligence and grants you the freedom to go wherever you want, There's a real sense of you are carving out your own adventure and finding your place in the world. And yeah, the design of the open world is just impeccable. The way how it always feels like there's something just over the horizon. There's always something to surprise you in that game. And like, even like 170 hours in, I'm still finding new things when I go back. And every so often I look on Twitter and someone will have found a new use for, because the physics, the sandbox engine in this game is so incredible. People are always finding new ways to use the items in the game, like the balloons and the flames, so how you can make things go up into the air,
or even having ice. Like electric weapons like forming a current and stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy how flexible everything is, how the game basically encourages you to cheat the puzzles by experimenting and playing around with the inbuilt physics logic that is consistent throughout the whole thing. There's such a sense of freedom, and it makes you feel smart when you figure that stuff out. I think this is exactly what Zelda needed. It needed a game where it gives the player back their sense of exploration, their sense of heroism. It's such a fucking wonderful game. Everything about it I love. I love the soundtrack. I even quite like the story. Pretty much everything. The game is beautiful as well. We can't forget that. The world is just incredible. Every corner of it I found myself taking screenshots of and saving them for later. Yeah, I love Breath of the Wild. Definitely my game of the year by far. Possibly one of my favorite Zelda games, one of my favorite games of all time even. I thought it was wonderful, and being able to play it on the go on my Switch, that was just fucking great as well. Is that where you played it mostly? Was it on the go rather than docked?
Actually, no, I played it mostly docked, but then I kind of polished up some of like the Korok seeds after in handheld mode, and it was great being able to do that and take it to work. That was one of the first games that I played on my Switch, and it was really great. Like, normally when I get really obsessed with a game when I'm at work, I'm thinking, oh god, I can't wait to go home and play this. But now I have it with me and I can play it on my lunch break, and that's wonderful. Like, seriously, you cannot underappreciate how great being able to take your big console experience on the go now. It's awesome.
Definitely.